WWE announces first ever all-women's pay-per-view event. Alexis Carrillo here, back with some more wrestling talk content on the Alexis Carrillo brand YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any wrestling talk content in the future. And this Monday night, we had the big announcement from Stephanie McMahon. The big announcement that for the past few days, the rumors have been that they were going to be announcing the first ever Raw Women's Tag Team titles. And that the Women's Tag Team titles will now be a focal point of the division. Well, one thing's for sure, Stephanie McMahon came out and she announced that on October 28th, Sunday, October 28th, in Nassau Coliseum in New York City, they would be having their first ever all-women's WWE branded pay-per-view event, and that pay-per-view would fittingly be called Evolution, as the next step in WWE Women's Evolution. With that said, a few matches already announced for the pay-per-view, even though competitors, given that it's 3 months away, they haven't been confirmed, but matches that will take place, that have been confirmed, are the finals of the 2018 Mae Young Classic. We're going to have ourselves a Raw Women's title match, a SmackDown Live Women's title match, and an NXT Women's title match. All of that announced on the Raw segment. And then on WWE.com, they also announced that the finals of the NXT UK Women's title tournament would also be taking place at that pay-per-view in Evolution. So obviously we already have about 5 matches confirmed for the pay-per-view, with the superstars involved still pending. Also announced during the Raw segment that over 50 women of WWE's past and present would be taking part in this pay-per-view event called Evolution, including Lita and Trish Stratus. Now, will Lita and Trish Stratus take part in a storyline in the coming months, or will they just make an appearance, or will they be ring announcers for the historic main event of an all-women's pay-per-view? That's yet to be determined. This is groundbreaking news for WWE, simply because, we all remember a few years ago, the Divas title and the Divas were pretty much afterthoughts. They were pretty much just there to be there to represent the woman, and really not really being taken seriously by WWE fans, by critics, by creative, and by management. Women had been completely pushed to the side. And then a few years ago, we had Stephanie McMahon come up with Charlotte, with Paige, with Sasha Banks, all bringing all this evolution, and thus getting us on this road to where we are right now in the WWE's Women's Evolution. Now, with that said, can WWE pull this off? Do they have the talent to pull off an all-women's pay-per-view event? And I say yes. I think, if you put all of the women's divisions together, if you amalgamate the Raw Women's Division, and the SmackDown Women's Division, and the NXT Women's Division, and all the women coming up from NXT UK, you have a pretty strong division. You can get a pretty weak view of the division itself when you divide it as it is right now, but put together as it should be at this pay-per-view event, it could bring in a strong presence. Now, who do I think is going to go into this pay-per-view still champion? I think at least one of the current champions will still be champion come this October. Whether that be Alexa Bliss, or Carmella, or Shayna Baszler, that's left to know. But I think if I had to bet on someone not being champion by then, I think it would be Carmella. I think Carmella is going to lose the title by that date. It won't be a problem. And who knows, maybe we'll have Asuka versus Charlotte, the rematch, at Evolution on October 28th. And one of the things that also caught my eye last night on Raw, and for that matter, a week ago, was Bayley and Sasha Banks making up, which doesn't really make sense because they were beating the hell out of each other 2-3 weeks ago. But then I started thinking, hey, with this Women's Evolution pay-per-view coming up in October, wouldn't it make sense to put this feud on hold, maybe until late August, early September, start building up there, have a few matches on Raw, and then build up to the big blow-off, to the big possible an Iron Woman match at Evolution between Sasha Banks and Bayley. We all know what they can do in those types of settings. Who knows, just putting it out there. So a lot of ingredients left to find out for this pay-per-view. Certainly big news for the women's division in WWE, and big news for women's representation in WWE. But, those are my thoughts on this groundbreaking announcement by WWE. What are your thoughts? Do you think this is a correct move? Do you think this was the right move for the women's division? Do you think the women's division all throughout can handle something like this? And do you think that the audience, that the WWE audience and the casual audience would be interested in an all-women's pay-per-view event? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Remember, this channel is posting videos on news, previews, and discussion Mondays through Friday. That's it for me. Till next time.